Alright, so this week we decided to simplify things and make a super bite-sized short. Kinda like the Taco Bell of short horror films. Fast, reliable, and delicious. Now, before we get into it, if you haven't already seen our latest short film, check it out now. Anyway, without further ado, here's how we made Under the Bed. We came up with this little idea a few months ago, but got distracted by Halloween specials like Happy Halloween and costumes. After we made In the Walls, we both agreed we wanted to do something relatively quick and simple, something we could shoot in a single night but still delivers all the same scares, if not more. And so we decided to draft up this old idea. The script was less than a page, and the entire shoot was about 8 hours. Since Victoria was the main girl, we had our friend Misha come over and play the monster.
Just like the short itself, the makeup was incredibly simple. The legs and feet that you see are Misha's real and natural gams. Kidding! Misha has beautiful tiny feet, so I got to work adding some fake toenails and layering on the corpse-colored makeup. The toenails are simply fake acrylic nails that I cut to size and applied with traditional nail glue. The makeup is white clown makeup layered with blue, purple, and green grease paint for the veins. If you try recreating this look and run into any trouble, just keep adding layers until you get the look that you like. Layers will help the veins look like they're underneath the skin. The face makeup was more of the white clown paint with a touch of black grease paint around the eyes and mouth. We added a few chunks of the Aztec clay I used to create the monster in costumes, which helped create the appearance that there's flaky, rotting flesh around her cheeks and forehead. Misha took charge of doing her face makeup and did a great job transforming her girlish face into a ghoulish delight.
I tried to knock on the door, but no one answered, so just let myself in.
Lighting was super easy since we were going for a very naturalistic look. I put our classic ring light outside and shined it through the window. Just to add some dimension, I added a soft light with a blue gel over it in the other room down the hallway. It's subtle, but adds a little something. We started by shooting this shot on the floor when Victoria first enters the room. Since I couldn't get the tripod perfectly floor level, I put the camera on a dish towel so I could rotate it 90 degrees. It's such a simple way to move the camera, but it works quite well. I actually used a dish towel in our other short, The Ice Cream Man, when we had this subtle push-in on the kitchen counter. The constant boom up and down of the camera from under the bed to above the bed was done with a simple cut. First, we'd have Misha stand in the hallway so I could film her feet. Then, I'd boom up, and then back down. Then, Misha would clear the frame, and I'd shoot the exact same camera movement. In the edit, all I did was find a part of the shot where the bed was completely blocking the entire frame and make a cut right there. Since the camera's moving so quickly and it's all blurry, you can't really notice where the cut is, and so it appears to be a single shot. Kinda like a whip pan transition. I use this trick all the time. The only real effect shot was the final shot of the monster. I've mentioned in other videos how I do this, but basically I just motion track the whites of her eyeballs onto the master shot. I also motion tracked her mouth and used a liquefy effect to warp the shape of her mouth toward the end. It's very subtle, but adds a little something. In Premiere, I tracked her eyes and mouth so that I could darken specifically just those areas. Makes it all a bit more creepy. If you want to know how to make your own demon face, I have a tutorial on my other channel, Cineguac. I'll leave a link in the description. I cut the entire short in less than a day. The next day was spent shooting this opening establishing shot and recording some footsteps and monster sounds. I thought having pretty much no music would actually intensify the scares, and so I just went through our catalog of hits and stings that Robot Disco Puma put together. Anyway, I know this one was a lot shorter than our other shorts. In fact, I think it has pretty much the same runtime as our first short ever made on this channel, Bedhead. But sometimes it's helpful to just go back to the basics and simplify.
I could keep it down after 10 o'clock because I'm dead tired. I'm a corpse.